So, you may or may not be taking my Dudist fatwas seriously. I take them very seriously, though. And I want to explain why from kind of my own political science kind of background with that hat on. So my thesis was on Palestinian and South African nonviolent resistance, with the emphasis on resistance. And let me say that we can and should be resisting in any way that we can, if you know what I mean. But one of the reasons why nonviolent resistance works is because it attacks power the same way that violence does. So this theorist, Gene Sharp, he basically had this view about why nonviolent resistance works as it relates to toppling regimes, and that's because of how he conceptualizes power. And basically, what he says is he has a non-unitary view of power, and what that means is that power is made up by lots of different things. And metaphorically, they are like pillars that prop up ruling regimes. And if you want to topple a regime, what you have to do is you have to withdraw power from it. Regimes have different types of power under this non-unitary conceptualization, and those include authority, which means the right to be command, or the right to command and be heard, basically. It also includes things like sanctions, or the ability to coerce others into doing what you want them to do. It includes material resources, things like money, tanks, bombs, drones, guns, etc. But the three most important things that it includes are people, the skills and knowledge of those people, and the intangible factors, or the sense of cohesiveness that people have in opposition to that regime. And in America, there are lots of different regimes. We have so many of them. Every municipality, every county, every state, the federal government itself. These are all different but cooperating ruling regimes. And if you want to target them, you have to withdraw power from them. And so you have to ask yourself, in what ways are you propping up that regime through your support for it? And the chances are, if you pay taxes, the number one way that you're propping up the regime is by giving it money. Property taxes, payroll taxes, sales taxes, excise taxes, income taxes, all of the taxes go to these ruling regimes. And so if you don't believe a regime has the right to rule any longer, you simply stop recognizing it, which means you stop giving your money away to it for free and start thinking of government more like, a streaming service. If the shows suck, get rid of it. But until we actually start to leverage, our ability to attack these pillars of power, we are complicit. Every dollar of yours that makes it out of your pocket and into theirs to then be sent overseas and bomb Palestinian kids and all kinds of kids from all kinds of countries, that is money that you have given freely in a lot of ways. Because what you could do instead is start a religious organization, deed your house over to it, and then operate the house as a parish, ministry that you actually oversee through a legit, religious board of directors. That would all be perfectly legal and within your rights to do. So the only real question is, why are you giving away your money? Think about it. Resist and abide, dudes.